who else is voting for on the other parties. Of course, we presume that for governor, he'll be voting for himself. But he is also accompanied by the first lady for Baringo County here also voting. And like I said, Ashley, there are several aspirants who are vying for governor in Baringo County. Amongst them is the incumbent, Stanley Kiptis, who will also be voting from here in Eldama Ravine. The person voting right now is Benjamin Cheboi, the first governor for Baringo County. And the other person who is also expected to vote from Eldama Ravine, and this particular polling station is Eldama Ravine Member of Parliament Moses Lesonet, who also wants to be governor. But there are also other contestants. There is former Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Wildlife, Fred Segor, as well as Robert Chelagat, who is also seeking the UDA party flag. And immediately the governor finishes casting his ballot, we shall be speaking to him perhaps to tell us how he has been told the process has been. But I'll tell you, Ashley, why Eldama Ravine and the entire Baringo County will be depending on what happens here in Eldama Ravine. This is the constituency with the highest number of voters in the entire Baringo County, as well as this is the constituency that is the most cosmopolitan of the 6 constituencies in Baringo County, because as we speak, in excess of 54,000 people were registered, are currently in the IEBC register of 2017. And according to UDA, they are using the IEBC register to conduct these particular primaries. Actually, in this particular polling station, 822 persons are expected to cast a ballot by the end of the day, and this will be part of the determinants of who will win this particular election. Just to give you some history, even as former Governor Benjamin Cheboi, who is still a hopeful, still casts his ballot, is that last year, in the last election, Benjamin Cheboi lost in this particular constituency to Stanley Kiptis. By then, actually, in some of the polling stations, Benjamin Cheboi got paltry votes as compared to what Kiptis got. And according to him, and according to his campaigners, this year he believes that he is going to issue a dose of their own medicine, he says, because he believes that this time it will be him who will be elected as governor again. Because you remember in 2017 when they were campaigning, as the incumbent then, Benjamin Cheboi, was actually heckled here in Eldama Ravine town when Deputy President William Ruto came to visit. The same scenario was witnessed this particular year when the incumbent Stanley Kiptis was heckled by the people again a couple of weeks ago when Deputy President came on a campaign trail. So exactly what happened to Benjamin Cheboi as an incumbent is also happening to Stanley Kiptis as an incumbent, and it will be interesting to see how this race will pan out by the end of the day. Remember, like I said, 5 aspirants in the race. Eldama Ravine Member of Parliament Moses Lesonet is also in this particular contest, and he expects to be voted in by his people and become the governor. There is also Fred Segor, who is the immediate former Principal Secretary in the Ministry of Wildlife, as well as Robert Chelagat, who is also in that contest. And I believe the governor